Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Abdul Karim, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a story given to me by my good friend Shoaib. Right? I know people out there, it's pronounced Shoaib! Yes, but his name was misspelled somehow, so now his name is Shoaib. Anyway, so let's go right on in. If you ask him for a childhood photo, if you come up to him and say, "Oh Shoaib, let me see you when you were a kid," you say, "No, there's no childhood photos of me." And you're like, "Whoa, everyone has childhood photos." Well, I'll tell you the day in India when the rain came. And people are like, rain, oh, rain. They think, just rain pitter-pattering on their roof. No, this was monsoon style, crazy shenanigans kind of rain. Like rain was coming down, right? And my friend Shoaib, he was a little boy and he thought, okay, let me go to school. So he went to school in the morning. It was just like raining, a lot of rain, but nobody had thought much of it. He gets to the school and he finds that his friends are there, but most of the class is not there. And then he gets, there's like an alert given, school's been cancelled today due to heavy rains, everyone get home. And Shoaib's like, oh, I'm 11 miles from home. A little boy in India, 11 miles from home. So of course he goes to the bus stop, gets in the bus. And the bus goes along about 3-4 feet and gets stuck. By this time the rain has reached to just about the boy's knees, right? So just under his knees. And the bus has got stuck in the rain. Water's entering its exhaust pipe, it's getting it's getting flooded, the bus won't even start. The guy's trying for 4 hours, 4 hours! Can you imagine? This boy's waiting there. He's like, okay, sod this. I'm getting out. I'm gonna walk home. I'm gonna walk home. Imagine an 11-year-old boy walking home on his own. So he gets out the bus and he starts walking. And now in India, there's these events which happen when there's these crazy floods, because there's flooding by now, where there's holes, potholes in the ground, like manholes, and people are trying to swim, and because there's current that's going under them that's faster than above, people get sucked under the water into a manhole. Imagine you're sucked under this thing, fast moving water, you're like, people are dying, right? And Shoaib, he's going along, he's trying to get home, he's wading through water, water's up to his chest, he's wading through and it's dark. And the lights start to flicker on, but then as soon they flicker off because the electricity that's powering the light is died. The generators have been flooded, there's no electricity, it's dark, and he's in India. And I don't know any of you guys who know what it's like out in the middle of nowhere in India. I'll tell you this, I've been out in the middle of nowhere in India, in Africa, and you look up in the night sky and the night is filled with lights. You look down and just blackness all around you. You just wish for a moment that those lights in the sky, those stars above us, were just bright enough to give you light around that you could see. And there was no light. Imagine, you're a little boy scared and alone. But he kept saying, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. I'm not joking. This is how pure this guy's heart is. He's such a good guy. But he was saying, Alhamdulillah. He's walking every step. And he thinks he knows the way home. And as he's walking every step, and he's doing this with his fists, apparently. Right? He's taking every step to get home. The thunderstorm starts. Right? And he's scared. But he remembered that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with him. He remembers that his maker, his abdul alameen, is watching him. He gets near his home. And he knows that there's a hill somewhere in the darkness. Because every now and then lightning flashes and he can just make out where he's going. Right? So as he's heading home, right, the only thing which is lighting up his way, the only thing was the kindness of other people around him. You see, the people around him and the houses surrounding had basically taken it upon themselves, and alhamdulillah, may Allah bless all of these people, ameen. but these people had come up into the top bedroom windows because they couldn't go downstairs anymore. The top bedroom, they opened the window and had their flashlights shining around to help people find their way home. And using that, he managed to find his way near his home. But then, because his house is further away from the other houses, he was stuck in a dilemma. He knew that somewhere near him was a hill. If he went down the hill, the water's current would drag him down the hill and he would die. He's a child. He doesn't have strength to swim against these currents. You know, he didn't have the strength. No. So he knew that if he made the wrong step here, he would die. This was literally do or die. And then, by the grace and mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and this is a true story. I'm telling you now that this is true. Some people think these stories are not true, but they are. This story, I'm telling you, is 100% true. He, by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there was a lightning that came down, boom! You know, there's a crack of thunder, and he looks around, and just there, he sees a gate lit up in that moment. It was lit up by the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It was lit up saying that this is the way home, Shoaib. This is the way you should go. Not that way, but this way to life. And so he went that way. He took the right path. And he went right, coincidentally. And he was trundling and he gets home and his mother embraces him. You're alive! You are alive! She's like so happy. But this story, this great story, does not end there. No, we will find out in the next episode how Shoaib lost all his family photos. Allahu Akbar, Allah.